Hello, energy workers. Today is June 18th, 2025. Sorry, I forgot what day it is. Tonight I have a reading for Sandra. And Sandra is asking for me to focus on prosperity. And I did a new spread last night for someone else that was a life in review. So I think I'm going to try that again tonight with Sandra to see if we can bring forward some information for her on prosperity. So, like my other readings, I'm going to start with my tuning fork, get my energy aligned here because I love the way it feels and the way it sounds. I hope that you can hear this. Here we go. Okay, I love that. And I'm going to use my dowsing rods. I'm going to connect with my guides, my higher self, and the universe, and ask for assistance with doing this reading tonight. Can I connect with my guides, my higher self, and my universe, please? Thank you. And really moving a lot tonight. They're excited to be here. Can you help me please with this reading for Sandra? Yes. Wow, that was really quick. Okay, can we connect with Sandra's guides, higher self, and universe, please? Yes, thank you. Can all of you play nice together and give me information in the best and highest regard for Sandra in this reading? Yes, thank you. Okay, so we are all tuned up. And we are connected with the guides. And last night I forgot to do my oracle cards to set the tone for the reading, but tonight I'm going to. And tonight I was called to use my alchemy pocket oracle to start with. So let's flip through and find the best oracle for Sandra. And it is raindrops. Raindrops symbolize the gentle, nourishing forces of life that bring renewal and replenishment to the earth and all living things. Even the smallest drops of rain have the power to sustain life, nurturing the soil and fostering new growth. This theme reminds you to embrace the small, gentle aspects of life that life has to offer, healing and nourishment. Raindrops fall softly, yet their impact over time is profound. Just as small acts of self-care, compassion, and rest can bring deep renewal to your life. Raindrops encourage you to align with nature's rhythm, allowing yourself to be replenished by its tender touch. Nourish your body, mind, and spirit, honoring the quiet power of renewal and embracing care with patience and gentleness. Well, that was just beautiful. Okay, so next I am going to pull a crystal card. What is the perfect crystal energy for Sandra's reading? Give me the perfect crystal energy, please. Perfect crystal energy for Sandra and her interest around prosperity. And what do we have? We have garnet. You can see that. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. I'm going to set that right there. And you may notice that I have a cloth down here tonight. And that's because my lights are glaring on the surface of my desk and I was having a hard time seeing. So I'm trying to see if this will help, if it'll make a difference. If not, I'm just going to have to get a new desk. Okay. Next, we're pulling an energy card. What's the perfect energy card around Sandra's desire to learn about prosperity. The energy around prosperity for Sandra. And we have Angel of Strength. Okay, that's our energy. Angel of Strength. And now we're going to move on to the tarot. And this spread is live in review, like I said, and it uses 11 cards. So we're going to pull 11 cards here and go through the questions and see what kind of information we can get. This is exciting. I really enjoyed this spread last night, the first time I used it. Even though, in all transparency, before I turn over my cards, I have been up front with everyone. I am learning and practicing, and this is my deck with training wheels. It's my training wheel deck, and I say that because it has meanings on the cards, and it helps me. Okay, so number one card, what am I struggling with in my life? And we have the Five of Cups, and I do have a cheat sheet right here, even though I know them, but I just want to make sure I don't mess up because I do get nervous. And cups are feelings. Okay, and the number two card, how do I feel about this struggle? And we have the Knight of Swords. Hopefully you can see these. And number three, where does this struggle stem from? And we have the number one, Magician, the Magician card. Number four is which internal influences are holding me back? And you will see me flip cards. I don't do reversals, so if you see me flip it, just know that that's because I don't like reversals. And it's the Four of Swords. Number five, which external influences are holding me back? The Seven of Swords. Swords are thoughts. Okay, we'll get into that. Number six, what patterns keep me out of alignment? Excuse me, I'm sorry. The Nine of Cups. Number seven, what patterns can I develop to align with prosperity? And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is about prosperity, about finances, money. 8. How will self-compassion benefit my situation? I hope I can get all these in here so that you can see them. Okay, number 8 is the Five of Swords. 9. Oracle guidance for healing and growth. The Two of Cups. 10. Guidance for new perspective. 10 is guidance for a new perspective. 3 of Wands. And what lesson can I learn from this situation is the last card, and that is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Sandra, let's see what we can get for you. So what am I struggling with in my life is the Five of Cups. And Cups has feelings and emotions. And it looks like you're having some regret right now around prosperity. Maybe you had a bad business deal. That's the first thing that came to mind. And you regret some loss from that. And number 2, how do I feel about this struggle? The Knight of Swords is, well, whatever your loss was, your regret, it has pushed you to succeed. So there you are on your horse with your sword. You're going to go and succeed. You're charging full force straight ahead in life. Pardon me. Hello. Sorry about that. It always happens. When you least expect it, you get a phone call. So let's get back into this. The third card is, where does this struggle stem from? And we have the Magician. So this struggle comes from, well, it's not on there, but the word that I got was illusion. So maybe you have been illusioned about prosperity. And I think a lot of people are having that as well. We are told, work hard and you will be prosperous. And it does work for some people, but I'm feeling like maybe that has not been your case. And that also could be the reason for the why am I struggling in my life, and the regret card is because you have worked really hard. You have gone out there charging forward in life, trying to make your way, and it hasn't happened the way that you thought it would. Okay, moving on to number 4, which internal influences are holding me back? And we have the 4 of Swords. And swords are actions. So, looks like maybe right now what's holding you back is you're stuck. You're contemplating. You're contemplating what to do, how to make a change so that prosperity finds its way to you. And I feel like this is your internal problem. You're stuck. You're spending too much time contemplating it. I think maybe if you stop worrying about it and just start doing something that you love, you may find that that will help quite a bit. So the 5th card, which external influences are holding me back? And we have the 7 of Swords. So swords are thoughts, just like this is. So your external influences are deception. Somebody has deceived you. I wonder if that goes back to this illusion. So you feel deceived because you have been misled in life about how prosperity comes to us. Work hard and you will prosper, which is not always the case. I totally understand. So the number 6 card, what patterns keep me out of alignment? And we have the 9 of Cups, and cups are feelings and emotions. So, sorry, let me regrade. What patterns keep me out of alignment? The 9 of Cups. Gratitude. He's very grateful. You can see the look on his face. I don't want to say he's smug, but he has this look on his face of contentment, and he has wealth behind him. He's got his arms crossed because he's comfortable, and he's content. So I think what this is telling me to tell you is that maybe you need to find a way to be happy with what you have for right now, because when we practice gratitude, things change in our life. And that could be a pattern that you need to start developing, a pattern of gratitude, so that prosperity knows that you are happy with what you have. And when we are happy with what we have, the universe says, oh, let's give them more of that. So an attitude of gratitude. And the 7th card, what patterns can I develop to align with prosperity? And we have the 6 of Pentacles, and Pentacles are money and finances. And so giving, he has more than enough, and he's sharing it with people that are less fortunate. So the pattern that you should align yourself with is giving, having gratitude and giving. And giving doesn't always mean that you have to give money. You can give your time. You can give emotional support to other people. There are lots of ways that we can give that we don't think about. that will actually benefit us in the end. So that's a good pattern for you to develop to find your way into the prosperous situation that you want to be in. So the number 8 card is, how will self-compassion benefit my situation? And we have the 5 of Swords. Again, swords are thoughts. So how will self-compassion benefit my situation? Well, if you find that you are being more compassionate with yourself, there will be less conflict. You'll stop having this internal monologue. You're maybe having a monologue saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not being enough, I'm not working enough. Have some compassion for yourself, because you are. You're having an emotional struggle around this prosperity. And I think that with these things that we're looking at, we're going to help you overcome that emotional struggle. So have some compassion and stop that internal dialogue that you use to sabotage yourself, because you are good enough, you are worthy, and the things that mean the most to you in prosperous ways are going to come to you. Number 9, guidance for healing and growth. We have the 2 of Cups, and cups are feelings and emotions. So guidance for healing and growth, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Connection is what is standing out for me the most. So, and what I just saw, I do not want to encourage you to join a church, but that's what I saw. I saw people in a church having fellowship and being in an environment that holds each other up. So I'm thinking that what I'm supposed to be telling you right now is that you need guidance for healing and growth. So look for a community where you can be part of that community and have some support, emotional support, maybe even financial support. I wish I had a group that I could suggest to you, but healing and growth is important for this situation that we're looking at here. And the number 10 card, guidance for new perspective. And look, he's looking in a new direction. He's getting a new perspective. So for the new perspective is the 3 of Wands, and Wands are actions and what you need to be doing. So you need to be looking in a new direction, and you need to be looking for some way to expand your horizons, and that's what he's doing. He's looking out over the horizon. So you need to look for a way to expand your horizons, and this plays off of this, maybe a group that will wow, I saw that you need to study something. There's something that you need to study. I didn't quite get what, though. It was almost there. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll come in just a minute. Excuse me. The last card. What lesson can I learn from this situation? And we have the 10 of Pentacles. And Pentacles, of course, are money. And this is wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. So, what this is telling me is that if you take the time to change your situation, practice gratitude, give your time, you're going to find there's going to be a situation that you find yourself in that is going to help you be prosperous financially. I just saw financially, and that was the last card, financial. So I would say that I feel that you are tired of struggling with prosperity. I get you, girl. I understand that. I feel like I want to pull some oracle cards and just get a little more information and a little clarity. So let's give Sandra a little more clarity, please, on this situation. I feel like you're thinking about taking a class. And Spirit is saying yes. And I'm being shown this the end of this month. I'm taking a Reiki class, and I'm being shown that Reiki class. So perhaps Spirit is saying that you too should take a Reiki class. I think that it would be good for you in a lot of ways. Alright, a little more clarification, please. Blessings, intention, and dreams. That's really great. So, you maybe are having dreams about things that are yet to come. You just have to set the intention for them to happen. And when I said that, I got information saying that you need to focus on setting intentions. You need to focus on setting intentions so that all of these things can happen. Because that's the way we begin to manifest. And, you know, let's be honest, everybody's wanting to manifest to be more prosperous. So, manifesting our desires begins with intentions. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, let's have a little more information here, please. And what have we got? Fertility, babies around you. Longevity, a long life. New love, only you. Well, I'm not going to pretend that I know what these three cards mean. We're just going to take them for face value. But perhaps, well, I just got information. The fertility card here is saying to me that you have everything in your power that you need to be prosperous. And these two, I'm not sure how to work into this, but hey, who wouldn't take a card that says new love? Maybe there's this class that you should take. Maybe it'll turn out to be something that you really love doing. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a new partnership come in. And it'll be something that you do for the rest of your life, and you really enjoy it. Okay, darling, I have one more card I'm going to pull for you. I like to just clear the air for you and me. And these cards I use just for luck, just to close the energy, because they are fun. Not going to say what they are, but that's the deck. And we're just going to pull one. We're going to close the energy and come to an end of this reading. And let's see what we got here. For some inner peace for Sandra. Oh, this one jumped out. Sit happens. Sit happens. Perhaps you should do some yoga or some meditation and let sit happen to you. And this one was the one I was going to pull before I realized that that one had jumped out. Yep, this is you. You are busy transcending. So, what else does it say? Pick one thing beyond your control and let it go. Just like that. I think that's pretty pertinent. Alright, Sandra, I hope that this reading has helped you, has given you some insight, has given you some hope. And for the people out there on YouTube that are watching, if you have gotten any benefit or if you have just enjoyed this reading tonight, please like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. I say this every reading that I do. I am planning on retiring in about a year, and this is my life mission. This is what I want to do to be of service, is to help people by giving them information from Spirit. So, with that, I'm going to close and I'm going to say, go out and work your energy because energy works. Good night, guys. Love ya.